Picky. Oh my gosh, this is so cute here. So yeah, this is the final. A lot of vegetables, a lot of protein. Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Miss May. On my channel I do a variety of lifestyle videos and grocery haul videos. Today's video is going to be a Weee unboxing and taste test video. If you never heard about Weee, it's actually an online grocery store featuring Asian and Hispanic groceries, and they deliver it all the way to your house. And ever since I found out about this website, I actually found out about this from one of my friends who's Japanese, and ever since I found out about this item, I've been so obsessed because I found out the price from this website is actually cheaper than our local Asian grocery store. It's pretty good. So in today's video, let's unbox these, and I'm gonna insert some taste test clip as well. And I really like the packaging because the frozen food is actually packed separately from the fresh food. These are my favorite. These are Yoshinoya beef with onion and sauce. We used to eat this a lot in China. It's basically a Japanese fast food chain, and they basically mainly do the rice bowls, like basically gyudon, teriyaki chicken don, and things like that. And those taste amazing. These are just gyudons, and they're so easy. You just microwave them, and they taste so good. They're thin sliced beef with onions, with a very nice savory and a little bit sweet sauce, and it's my absolute favorite. And I recently found this item in my local grocery store, the Asian grocery store, and it's so much more expensive than Weee, so that's why I was like, I need to go bananas on this website, so I got so many of them. We're gonna heat this up in the microwave. And I put some of these beef from the Asian stores. Of course, you can make your own beef, but those are actually Japanese style beef. Usually you eat it with rice. And I also cut off my cucumbers right here. So yeah, this is the final dish. Like, definitely I put a lot of cucumbers. The beef is very thin cut, it has great texture, and the sauce from the beef is a little bit sweet, a little bit savory. It has this like very special Japanese gyudon sauce flavor, and whether if you put it over rice or noodles, it will taste as good. Trust me, I love the sauce, and the beef with onions is just so amazing. I think the cucumbers is gonna make this super good because the crunchiness of the cucumber and the refreshness of the cucumber is gonna go really well. Definitely the sauce goes really well with the cucumber. Alright guys, so this is definitely a very delicious, well balanced, well textured, well flavored meal together. The next item, this looks so cute. It caught my eye, so I wanted to try it. This is the piggy buns. So the buns inside looks like little piggies, and these are custard buns. So they're sweet buns. They're really nice with pastry like. Not healthy because it's sweet, and it also has margarine, which is palm oil based and stuff like that. But my mother-in-law and some of my family members, they actually went to Hong Kong several years ago, and they've had these piggy buns, piggy custard buns. They are so cute and so cute. So I wanted to try it out. I really wanted to try it out. So we're gonna insert a little clip right here when we make it. I hope it tastes good. It's not healthy. We won't be buying this every single week or whatever. It's just a one-of-a-time purchase, maybe for significant festivals, a Chinese New Year and things like that. But like, I hope it's as cute as what it looks like on the packaging. And it's supposed to be like sweet custard. Yes, let's try these piggy custard buns. So first thing first, you want to get a steamer pot or a pot with a steamer. We actually got this one from Costco. It's called Tremotina. We'll try to find it from Amazon or something similar. So basically it's a normal pan, and it comes with a steamer on top, which makes it very convenient. So we're gonna heat up the water before we put into the bun. Oh my gosh, I just took a sneak peek and they look so darn cute. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! They look so cute! They look just like the ones that we saw on the internet from Hong Kong. These are so cute. Yeah, I don't even want to eat them, honestly. They just look so darn cute. Just making sure our camera is focused. Look, it has a really nice picky. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It melts my heart. Just for the look, highly recommend for parties, you know, just to impress your friends. Pretend that you made it yourself. We didn't, but just pretend, right? So we're gonna open this. These are just so cute. And it comes with like little papers. So like, see, it comes with little papers so it wouldn't get stuck on your steamer, which is very handy. And then when you eat it, don't eat the paper. The papers are not edible. All right. These are so cute. Okay, we're gonna close this. You can also microwave, but I don't recommend microwave because when you microwave these, it basically makes the buns very dry. So the best method is to steam it. Like only use microwave when you absolutely has no choice. Alright guys, I think it's basically ready. All my picky buns look pretty cooked. It's been 11 minutes. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off and keep the steam there for about 1 more minute. Right, look at the steam. Let's take them out. You can use chopstick. Ta-da! Ready? Let's do the taste test. I just can't get over this. It's so cute. So darn cute. Let's open one. I feel bad opening this because it's like, ooh, look at this cream custard. Oh my god. Do you guys see this? These are the yellow cream custard. And then the buns look very fluffy. This seems to be a very promising product, guys. Very promising. We're here to do the taste test. We already opened this in front of you. The buns, the bread looks really, really fluffy, and they have enough custard at least to cover the entire like stuffing. So I felt like the bun, the bread to custard ratio seems pretty good. Really good ratio. Okay, let's take a bite. It's very sweet and creamy. The custard is kind of sweet, but not overwhelmingly sweet. The bun itself is not sweet. So this is like a nice item that's like slightly sweetened and creamy, but not overwhelmingly sweet. And you can taste the creaminess from the custard. It's kind of like restaurant quality, honestly. It's kind of like the custard buns you can get from the Asian bakery stores or dim sum stores. Yum! Recommend. Cheers! Okay, so I did get a lot of snacks. I get these for my husband because like I wanted to tell him that there are different flavor of Cheetos in Asia, and I got myself shrimp chips. Okay, let's see what I got. So first I got some ear fungus. We can stir fry. You can stir fry these, or you can put them into soup. Those are wood ear, kind of like mushrooms. They're really, really healthy, full of nutrients. And then we got some enoki mushrooms. These are really high in fiber, really good in stir fry and soup. And honestly, I was thinking about stir frying these mushrooms with this beef. Probably gonna taste okay. We got some ramen noodles. Ta-da! These are the from the brand Marutai, and these are the Japanese ramen noodles. I actually got 2 flavors. I've had this one before. I call this in Chinese 鹿儿岛. So this one is 黑豚骨拉面. This is like 黑油拉面. These are basically Japanese ramen kits. It comes with the soup base in powder form, and it comes with the ramen. What I love about this is that the ramens are not like deep fried. They're just like dry ramen, and you just put it into the soup. And usually how I do it is I actually bought some pork ribs myself. So I'm gonna put the pork ribs into the slow cooker, or you know, I'm gonna make my own bone broth. And in addition to that, add a little bit of the seasoning from this and then put the ramen in there. It's gonna be very, very like nice and this nice umami flavor from this and the bone broth from my pork ribs. So I already bought the pork ribs. It's in my freezer, so I got 2 different flavors of ramen noodles. Now that I've tried this one before, I haven't tried this. These are probably one of the best bone broth soup paste from the this type of like instant noodle form I've ever had. So highly recommend. If you've seen it in your local grocery store, I highly recommend this brand. Alright, now let's make these ramen noodle, like pork bone broth ramen. It's very easy to make, but we're gonna make it a little bit better. We're gonna make a little bit like our own bone broth with real pork ribs. We're gonna put in some of these pork ribs. Okay, that's probably more than enough. And we're gonna cook the pork ribs for like a long period of time until it becomes very, very soft. Oops. We're gonna put a little bit of garlic and ginger powder in it. Supposedly real ginger is better, but we just have the powder today. I'm not gonna worry too much about the seasoning for now because we actually have the seasoning from the pork. This is the ginger, this is the garlic. As you can see, the blood is basically getting into the soup. Once the blood actually get out, you will use a spoon to get like the floating like cooked blood out. As you can tell, just use a spoon to get like these things out. What are they called? The foam, I would say, because that's from the blood. So we're gonna get the foam out from the soup so the soup maintains clear. So the foam usually just onto the edges. So just get these things out because it came from the blood. See, the meat is still really hard. Well, probably it will take another 30 minutes. Guys, let's take a look. Seems like the meat is doing pretty good. Let's open this package because the whole idea is that we're gonna use the broth in combination with the natural bone broth. So basically, let's open this. Inside of this, it comes with 2 broth packets, 2 noodle servings, and then this is their oil. So this oil, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Depends on like if you actually want to use it. Personally, I don't like to put in like oil that I don't know what actually goes into it. And since we already have the fat from the actual pork, so I will actually just use the packet. As you can see, it's suddenly become very rich. You want the meat to be super soft to the point that you can debone them. But the reason why we're putting broth early is that we want the actual seasoning go into them. And we'll probably give it another 10 minutes for the meat to get fully cooked and softened. We want to cook the meat until it debones from the bones, because that's like the preferred texture we want. We will close the lid. 15 more minutes. Let's take a look. Seems like the meat is getting softer for sure. You can easily use the spoon to cut it. I would still give it some time, but I think the water is running a little bit low. We're gonna put in some napa cabbage. I already chopped them off. You can get these from the Weee website. I buy these from Weee website all the time before. It seems like a lot of vegetable, but once it all shrink, it will just like in 10 minutes it will all shrink in. And of course we're gonna close the lid for another 5 minutes to check on the vegetables. Alright guys, take a look. All the vegetables are fully cooked. They're very fully cooked. As you can tell, they already shrunk a lot. So the broth become less creamy because there's a lot of vegetable juice in there. The meat, I feel like the meat is a little bit harder than my preference, but I've cooked them for a long time. So preferably pressure cooker or like slow cooker will help if you pre-cook the meat. I think some of the meat are actually, some pieces are softer. Depends on like a larger piece will probably take a little bit longer time. So I would just put in 1 thing of noodles in here because I'm trying to eat more vegetables than carbs. Because also another secret is I was just eating fries because I was getting hungry, but this food is not ready. So just put the noodles in. And also, if you want healthy noodles, remember we bought some healthy noodles from the Weee website. These are the ones we got. They're very low in carbs, very low in calories, very high in fiber, so we can put in some of these. So you can literally put in these noodles. They have a special texture. I like it a lot because I like that chewy texture. And we're gonna close the lid for 5 minutes, and at the end we'll put a little bit hot oil to spice it up a little. Usually from the look you can kind of tell if the ramens are not ready. This seems not ready. See, it says 3 minutes, but it's not ready. You can see it's still hard in the middle, so we'll stir it up a little. I think the meat is really getting into our preferred texture, which is good. Finally. So this may not look as appealing, but once we dish it, it will look better. Looks very good. It's like kind of go off the bone really easily. Supposedly it should have the 6-minute egg, but we don't have that. Also, I can't eat them because they're not fully cooked. This is the Trader Joe's Japanese multi-purpose seasoning. You can put some of these on top. There's a little bit of the Trader Joe's Mushroom Company umami seasoning. You can also put a little bit on top. Ta-da! There we go. Here is our final product. I know it looks a little bit different from the instruction, but that's usually how I make it. I like to make this meal more nutritious, with a lot of additions and things like that, so I like to doctor it up with a lot of vegetables, a lot of protein, and less carbs, but still we're tasting that yummy ramen noodle, and I also like to spice it up a lot. But yeah, enjoy! You can see there are a ton of vegetables and a ton of protein and natural bone broth for the actual ribs, pork ribs, and also the seasoning for the packets. And I didn't use the oil in the packets. You can, but it's just I prefer the natural oil from the meat, natural fat for the meat. Alright guys, now let's do a little taste test. Well, I've tried this item before. I know the ramen is actually really good. It tastes just like the ramens from the ramen restaurants. It's like very traditional ramen texture. And you can taste the very nice umami flavor for the pork bone broth, both from my own bone broth and also the actual packets. Yummy. Very rich pork bone broth flavor. Let's try the little pork ribs. Stir it up a little bit more. Get a little bit of more hot oil all around the noodles. Tastes really good. Highly recommend if you like spicy. If you put a little bit of hot oil, spice it up a little bit. Very good. Highly recommend. This is a very nice, balanced, nutritious meal, and I hope you enjoyed it. The next one that I got is actually the healthy konjac noodle nut. These are healthy in a way that it's basically all fiber and water. It doesn't have any calories. It's very nice, slippery noodle, like chewy texture. I really like the texture, and it really fills you up with the fiber and water, but it doesn't have any calories. So like if you have a big appetite but you're worried about calorie intake, this is really good. And it's also very good for fiber, so as these enoki mushrooms. Sometimes some people call this see you tomorrow because you eat it, you go to the bathroom tomorrow, we may see them. I know it's kind of gross, but that's how a lot of Chinese people call them. And finally, I got some Asian pears. Ta-da! These are super sweet, and they are full of water and fiber. They have different texture from the regular pears, because regular pears are kind of soft. These are really crispy. So yeah, we got 3 of these. Really nice fruit, really healthy. Shrimp chips. These are baked, and basically they're not healthy. Those are just puffed snacks with shrimp flavor. I used to eat it as a kid, so sometimes it just gives me this nostalgic feels when I eat it. So sometimes occasionally I buy these, and those are Cheetos in the Japanese steak flavor. In Asian countries, they have way different Cheeto flavors, like very different from the actual American Cheetos, but they're not healthy. I bought 3 small bags of these mainly to try. Personally, I haven't eaten Cheetos for like a year almost. Last time I ate Cheeto was last year in summer. I went to a party and ate a bunch of them, but I really wanted to, like, I don't even remember what these like Cheetos in Asian countries taste like anymore, so I kind of feel like maybe it's gonna be like something new for my husband to try it out. So yeah. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this Weee taste test haul. I hope my recommendations, my purchase can help you if you are into Asian groceries, looking for Asian groceries to buy from this website. Maybe it will give you an idea what things look like, and also if you have any recommendations from this website for us to try, we would love to hear them out. Alright, that's it for today's video. Before you go, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. We're getting into 10,000 subscribers, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!